Welcome everyone to today's special masterclass, 3 simple strategies to get customers during the holiday season. This is being recorded and the recording will be sent out in a little bit, probably in about the next hour or so after this ends. So I'm going to go quickly. I love it to be interactive. But number one, you're a leader, right? You're a leader, and I congratulate for you being here because there's so many other things you could be doing right now, but you made that decision to change. And this is an awesome profession. This is one of my favorite pictures I want to share with you. This was in the middle of a day when most dads are at work and I'm practicing baseball with my kids. And I think most of you who follow me on social media, all 3 of my boys are very, very advanced for baseball. They all do really well. All-stars, superstars, or whatever you call them. But one of the reasons is because we spend a lot of time practicing every single day. In fact, just about like an hour and a half ago, 2 hours ago, we did like a 90-minute session, 20, 30 minutes with every boy, and they love it. And it's when we catch up and we work on it, and they have a ton of fun, and I have a ton of fun, right? And I think if you have kids, there's no such thing as time freedom, but you definitely have time flexibility. And that's what this business will give you if you do it and build it properly. I've been in this business 21 years. I can't believe it, but it goes by fast. It's been a ton of fun. But when I first started, it wasn't easy. I struggled for months. And my aha moment was when I realized that I was overcomplicating things and I kept it simple. Okay, keeping things simple. And success comes with a simple online system. What is the 6 steps I'm going to share with you? Number 1 is leading yourself, selling your 3 C's, working on that DMO, consistency, staying connected, and then purpose-driven leadership. And the DMOs, the income-producing activities, is a saying, my friend Joe Luciano talks about it. Work the DMO, and the DMO will work for you. Okay, if you work the DMO will work for you. If you work on the income-producing activities every single day, this will work for you. But I started 20 years ago. I've been building online. I know some of you may not even been born when these big monitors were out there. I didn't have many friends. I moved from New York. As you can tell, I speak fast. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, and came out to California. Didn't know many people, so I started building online with websites, ICQ forums, AOL instant messaging, and slowly built a team of over 200,000 people. I was the number 1 fastest growing distributor. My company spoke on stage with 9,000 people. And then I enjoyed it. But then in 2013, I felt like God had a different purpose for me. I wanted to have him make an even bigger impact. And I've been a full-time trainer since 2013. And launched the podcast. I know a lot of you are fans of the podcast. I appreciate you all for being the podcast, for listening to it, and subscribe and leave a review. But this tells you by the impact of our profession. It has over 15 million downloads. Okay. So what is the success, a simple online system? Before we talk about a holiday season, it's 3 things. Okay. Leading yourself. Ask yourself this question. Would you follow yourself? Would you join yourself? Are you consistent? Would someone follow you around? Will you be impressed? Like, wow, you can help me. Right? You're going to help me make more income. You're going to show me the way. I can trust you that you're not going to quit on me. Even 6 months from now, when you're struggling, are you going to still be there? Those are things that are very important. Right? People are following you. And Craig, Fioravanti, thank you for listening to the podcast every day. If you can leave a review, I really appreciate it. But leading yourself, right? That's one way, leading yourself, listening to the podcast, personal development, growing, taking action on what you learn. So today, you're going to learn something, and I want you to make sure you take action on it. Number 2 is selling your 3 C's. You don't need success. You don't need results to convince people, but you do need the 3 C's. The 3 C's, what do they stand for? They stand for your change. How have you changed? How have you changed? Right? Your commitment. How are you committed? One way to sell it is take a screenshot right now of you being on a masterclass, and you are committed. Let people know about it. Post it on your story. Your change, your commitment, right? Your consistency, showing up every day. I remember one of the big aha moments for me. One time I was trying to get a leader, and the leader's like, after 4 months, hey, Simon, I don't even know you, but I know you must be successful because you're consistent and you keep following up. This is when we launched the podcast. I think it was like 6 months. Calvin Becerra, he's a friend of mine. Say, Simon, I even know, now I know him, but back then he didn't know who I was. He said, Simon, I'm here. I don't even know you, but I know you must be successful because you're consistent and you show up every day and you keep following up with me, right? So that's a clue. Successful people, if you're following up all the time, you're not bothering them. Now, the people who are not successful, but the people who are successful, they get very impressed. Every time someone's very persistent, I'm always impressed with them because most people are not. So sell your 3 C's, showing up on social media all the time. Work that DMO. So what is the DMO? Because we said if you work the DMO will work for you, right? The daily method of operation. In every business, there's just certain things you have to do. If you want to have a Starbucks and make money, certain things you have to do. If you want to be McDonald's, there's certain things you have to do. Run a network marketing business, these are the bare minimum things you have to do every day, right? Posting on social media. Could be 1 post or 3 stories. Sharing people, what are you doing? I just gave you 1 idea already. Share that you're on this masterclass. Doesn't need to be the best picture, but let people know you're on here. In fact, I'm going to do one, right? As simple as taking your phone out right now, get into the selfie mode, and just smiling. Right? I have a little dirty napkins here. Dirty napkin, put them away. I'll take this picture again. I'm going to post that tomorrow, right? Letting people. So when people see this over and over again, they know you're serious about the business. So find ways to let people know what you're doing. Also, meeting new people. You have to meet new people, right? You have to send out invites, asking people whether they're open to taking a look. Following up with prospects. The fortune is in the follow-up. And getting 3 people, asking 3 people to watch a video, watch a presentation. Next step is consistency. You just have to show up. I may be repeating myself, but it's so important. You generally can tell how much money someone's making by how consistent they are, regardless of the results you have. If you don't have results, you still have to show up consistently. You're going to get results. And whether it's in the gym, like my son's not the strongest, he's very skilled, but he's been consistent, showing up, he's getting stronger. We have a lot of consistency champions here. Right? Marie, Caroline, I don't know, Christine, right? Betsy, consistency champions. They show up, they're consistent. They may not get results right away, they start to get results. Consistency, staying connected. Really, but you got to stay connected. You got to be close to the fire. So for those who listen to the podcast, that's awesome. Because you stay connected. When you're not connected, what happens is very easy to get discouraged. Stay connected to your team, to your upline, attend events, listen to MLM Nation podcasts. You got to be in the community. If you're spending your time, your mind elsewhere, you're going to be distracted. It's impossible to stay connected. Impossible to do well. And then you got to have purpose-driven leadership, which is driven by purpose, not thinking about, oh, I need to get this customer to make money. No, serve. If you know one of my favorite quotes. If you're helping enough people get what they want in life, you get everything you want in life. Right? If you're helping enough people get what they want in life, you get everything you want in life. So let's talk about 3 simple strategies, but make sure you stay to the end. Okay, you stay to the end. I got something special to share with you. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and I'm just going to talk a few things. Okay, so the first is How about leading yourself? You have to think like an entrepreneur, okay, not like a consumer. Consumers, what do they say? Well, right now is not a good time. People are in the holidays. Uh, they're not focused, right? They're busy in the holidays. Don't bother them for business. That's a consumer. I'm busy right now. No one's in business mode. Think like an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur are focused on business, 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 because right now is the buying season. In fact, everyone's buying. We've got Black Friday, Cyber Monday coming up. People are buying. People are in the buying mode. They want to give you the money. In fact, if you look at any publicly traded company, whether it's Apple, Samsung, Costco, Amazon, their stock price in the first quarter next year will determine how well they do in November and December. And in most businesses, how much they make in November, December is generally more than the entire year combined. This is the buying season. You got to think like an entrepreneur. This is the time not to slow down, but to really step it up and do more. How many of you have gone to a grocery store or department store shopping and bought something you didn't plan to buy? Right? Now, think about the thing you bought. Would you have gone to the store just to buy that item? Probably not. But you bought it because, and generally, it's not the first thing you bought. You bought some other thing, and then you end up buying that thing. Because we're in the buying mode. Once you get in the buying mode, it's easier to buy again. Right? You may go to the grocery store, you may go to Costco, the worst, right? Buy all the stuff you didn't think of buying because you're in the buying mode. But if you're to go there saying, do you want to buy this? You're like, no way, I'm not going to buy that. So people are in the buying mode right now. It's way easier to get them as a customer now than in January. Well, you may say, well, they're spending so much money for this is on consumer thinking. They need to save the money for gifts. No, people are going to spend the money. They're not saving the money. If you wait to January, in January, they got to pay off their credit cards. They're not going to have any money to buy. Now's the time to do it. So think like an entrepreneur, right? Another benefit that this time has is there's a lot of conversations. And if you think about any business, business starts with conversations. All right, whether it's a conversation think of something you bought. It came from a conversation. And you overheard it. Either you were part of that conversation or you overheard it. I'm thinking about the sleep tracker thing I'm wearing. I wore for the last almost 2 years. It was because of a conversation I overheard on the podcast. Right? I'm thinking about this shake I'm drinking. It's because of a conversation I had with my wife about it. Conversations lead to business. So the holidays is the best time because we have so many conversations. Now, don't sell them. If you have a conversation like a holiday party, company party, don't try to sell them right away. But it's a great time to build a relationship. Okay, give value. Sow the seed. And for you doing what I just shared with you, posting the 3 C's, to change, commitment, consistency, planting that seed on social media, they connect on social media, they see what you do, they'll be convinced. They'll be interested. By the way, social media is the 20% that makes 80% easier. If you show up consistently on social media, the trust is so much easier to be built there. So conversations, right? You should think, hey, how can I add value to these conversations? So let's talk about the 3 strategies, okay? So I have a lot more strategies, but I just came up with 3 simple ones you can use. First is Host the 3 C's. Kind of talked about that. Your change, commitment, and consistency. Especially about your changes that you've had. Why? Because what do people do during the new year or in December? They start thinking about goal setting, right? Because people are reflective. We don't have time to do that, right? How many people do that, right? You think about goals or the year, like the year, or they complain about the year. Or 2024 was a great year, or 2024 is a bad year. Or I want to achieve this by next year. Or I want to change this. I want to do this. I want to get in better shape, right? People either want 3 things: more money, better health, better relationships. Every goal is based on those 3 things. More money, better health, better relationships. Isn't that what your business can offer people? Right? Better health, more money, better relationships. So when people are reflective, right, talk about things that they're thinking about. So what's something that people want? They want better health. So if you are in the health company, one simple strategy is start teaching about the benefits of one of the things that your product does. Give an example. Like the company I was with had an omega-3. All right, that omega-3 product that helps with your cholesterol. So, high cholesterol, heart problems, that's something that people want, right? Better health. So you just start talking about the benefits of fish oil, eating more fish, talking about that. And people will naturally ask you, what's the thing you keep talking about omega-3s and fish oil? What do you take? What do you recommend? How do I know what to take? If you posting consistently about it, start teaching about it, people will become interested. Because people are reflective during this time. Maybe money. You talk about how to save an extra $500 a month. How to get a $1,000 tax rebate. Right? Because you can talk about the benefits of a small-based business. Tax write-offs. You do that consistently, people will start asking. So think about some topics that I'm going to give you, right? A goal setting. People set goals. Have you learned something about goal setting before? You can share that, right? Being positive mindset. That's another thing you can talk about. Positivity. People are generally positive going to the new year. They're excited. Any health-related tips? Mention that. Could be service-related tips if you provide a service. Being grateful. What are things you're grateful for your business? Maybe for the friendships, for relationships, maybe your health, maybe with passion, with purpose. Gratitude posts. Another thing that often overlooked is which group of people are not that happy during the holiday season? Think about which group are not that happy. When people see them, everyone having fun, gift exchange, holiday parties, which group of people kind of feel not as happy? Right? This group of people that's kind of maybe a tough time, right? People who are lonely, away from family, don't have many friends. They feel they're missing out. Lonely people. And that's something you all have a solution. You're part of a team. Fun, camaraderie. Never forget the benefits of fun. Having a good time. Right? Yeah, people working on a holiday. That's tough. So you have flexible hours. You don't need to work on a holiday anymore. If you keep posting stuff about that, like the flexibility, people will start becoming interested. Right? You're sowing the seeds. And here's an important tip. A lot of people, they get stuck and they're not as successful because they quit way too easily. They've done 2 or 3 posts. Say, Simon, I did the 2, 3 posts you done, no results. Well, let me ask you this question. If I want cheap, quick pizza delivered to me right now because I'm hungry, or wherever you are at, who would you call? Cheap, quick, not a good pizza, just cheap and quick delivered to your house really quickly. Right? Who would you call? I ask this question everywhere, right? Craigslist Little Caesars. It doesn't matter you're in the Philippines, you're in the UK, you're in Dallas, you're in LA, or you're in Toronto, or Montreal, or Vancouver. It's the same 4 names come up. Domino's, Pizza Hut, Papa John's, or Little Caesars. Those 4. Papa John's, Domino's, Pizza Hut, Little Caesars. That's because it's marketing. Think about how many times they've marketing got in front of you, right? Marketing is not network marketing. It's not who you know. It's who will think of you when they need what you have. If you can, I'll talk about a couple main lessons for you tonight. Number 1 is people, you got to think like an entrepreneur. People on the buying mode right now. You're not going to wait till January. You got to start taking action today. By January, most people have spent their money. Okay, they want to pay their credit cards. You got to get right now. Number 2 is marketing is not who you know, like Marie. It's not who you know. I know a lot of people. It's who will think of you when they need what you have. So if they're thinking on this December 17th, oh, I got to come up with New Year's goals. I need to make some extra income next year. I want to, because these gifts are too expensive. What will they think of you? Well, maybe Marie can help me. Will they think of you? Just like the way you all thought of Papa John's, Domino's, Pizza Hut, or Little Caesars. Will they think of you, Craig? Will they think of you, Caroline? Because if they're not thinking of you, then you've done a terrible job of marketing. Right? Thank you. If you think of me and my own consistency, well, that's one of the reasons why I show up all the time. Even when I don't like it, I still show up so that I'm known to be consistent. And by the way, one of the things is when you're consistent, people automatically will give you the benefit of the doubt that you're successful. Most people will think, oh, you're not successful. Prove to me you're successful. If you're consistent, they'll think about, you're very, very successful. You have to prove to me that you're not successful. Screw up for me to believe you. It's the opposite. So that's why consistency is so important. That's why I wrote the book, The Consistency Pill. It's the pill. It's like a supplement that everyone, doesn't matter what you have. If you're not consistent, you're never going to be successful. Right? Think about it. When you are consistent, people will see you as successful. And then you really got to screw up to prove them that you're not successful. But if you're not consistent, they'll automatically think you're not successful. And then you have to work hard to convince them that you are. And it goes back to social media, posting, sharing. And that's why I do my pep talk 5 days a week, whether they like it or not. Even when 2 years ago I got COVID, I still did a pep talk. I was sick as heck. The live was only 1 minute and 30 seconds, I think. But I showed up, said hi, and all right, bye. Went back to bed. Because that's part of my personal branding, right? Your personal branding. What do people think of you? Give you another tip. Okay, simple strategy is, if you want to get more customers during this time, you can ask your current customers to buy more. Every company will have some type of holiday special. I've been doing this for 20 years. A Black Friday special, Cyber Monday special, some type of special. You ask your current customers, hey, I know you love this product. You got this deal. Would you want to try it? Exactly, you upsell them. Right? It's way easier to get a current customer to buy more than to get a new customer. Now, a tip to getting new customers is generally lead with your best product. Don't try to leave, oh, we have 10 different products here. Choose which one you want to buy. It's best to lead with your best product. And when they like it, then you can offer the other products. So like every company in network marketing, they have one core product that's like the big product, right? The trademark product. Every company has it. It could be a vitamin, it could be the shake, it could be this, it could be this, right? The hero product. Yeah, thank you. Every company, lead with your hero product. And when people use the hero product, then it's so easy to convince them to use other products. Like, it's kind of like, I'll use Apple as an example, right? Apple started out, this change now, it's the iPhone. You use the Apple iPhone hero product, you probably generate, they've got a lot of Mac users because of the iPhone. You got a lot of people buying the AirPods because of the hero product. But they lead with the hero product. And then they get you on the other products. Now, so if you're looking for your new customer, focus on the hero product because the hero product generally has more testimonials as well. So ask your current customers to buy more. Okay, another thing is do a post using your product, right? So it could be a hero product, or you could be a new product, whatever. Do a post every day, part of your routine. You may be taking a shake, you'd make it in the kitchen, or you drink it in the car, or you're doing it during the gym, or just be creative. Or maybe when you have your kids, maybe you're in the backyard, maybe when you're shoveling snow, I don't know, something different. Like this, today I'm taking my product here. You just do it. Again, this is like the Domino's pizza, showing up all the time. You're not selling that. Go buy this product. Nothing. Go buy this product. You're not doing that. Hey, you say, right now, for example, if I was taking this product, right now I'm doing this Masterclass, taking a little break, taking a sip of my magic water. Right? This gives me the energy. You're selling without selling. Absolutely. Right? You're talking about, and what you can do is you post a story every day. And afterwards, you can go to your stories, whether Facebook or Instagram, and you can see who has watched your stories. And then you can reach out to them. Say, hey, I noticed you looked at my stories about the product. No, if you're interested, but company's offering a special right now. Would you like to try it out? Tell me, if you do that for 10 people, guarantee one person will be interested. Minimum one. Okay, if they're the same people watching your stories. So those are 3 simple strategies. Yeah, I can actually give you a lot more than that. But number one, just post about your 3 C's, right? About the changes, because people are reflective. Ask your current customers to buy more and post using a product. But the big key is you have to show up and think like an entrepreneur. Okay, I'm going to, yeah, Craig, you go live. That's awesome. Right? Whatever you do, like gratitude is great because gratitude generally attracts people who appreciate that. But it's positivity, right? And people always want to join positive. People want to join people are positive because people like to follow people. People buying you, they think you can help them. So if you're positive and excited, generally, well, I want to see, they're curious. Number one, they may think, like, how you stay so positive and grateful. What do you have going on that's so good? Or they're just like, I like it because you make me feel good. Right? So that's why positivity, that's why part of my daily routine, DMO, I do gratitude post. You know, something interesting, like over the years, I've been doing that for like maybe 7, 8 years, ever since I started stories, I've been doing it. My daily gratitude. I've had a lot of people to ask me, oh, Simon, I love your daily gratitude. I like to do it. Sure, and I'll tell them to go do it. But it's amazing how most people, they'll just stop doing it after a week. I don't know why, right? Why will they stop? And I think that's why it goes back to be the purpose-driven leadership, your heart. Are you being grateful? Because, oh, this is what Simon does. It's cool. Or are you really grateful for your blessings you have in your life? right? Or having a desire, maybe this will inspire someone. Like when I do my gratitude posts, I'm not doing, oh, I'm going to get customers. I'm doing it because I'm grateful and to inspire other people, right? You want to create content that inspires, entertains, or teaches, right? Yeah, giving value. Value, how do you give value? Right? You teach, you educate, you teach, you entertain, or you inspire. Inspiration is the most toughest one. Teaching is easy. You can teach something you learn from here. Teaching. Entertaining is a little harder. Inspiring. Let's see. Well, being gratitude, being positive all the time inspires people. I'll take some questions. I want to share something that will help you all out. Coming up, this will probably be the last one. We had a big turnout last time. So we're going to do one more. So BYOB workshop. Okay, I'll mention this BYOB workshop real quick. Skim through it like in 2 minutes. We have a workshop where we hop online and prospect together. I create content for you for 3 hours. We had a great turnout last time, great feedback. If you're not sure how to write a post, I'll create content for you. I also prospect together with you. It's our BYOB online workshop. It's going to be not November 4th, because I wrote it wrong. It's actually November 15th. It's the last one we do is November 4th. So it's the 15th, I believe. Yes, it is November 15th at 7 p.m. Eastern. So get your results, not just pages and notes. I know a lot of you were on there in the last one. How many of you were on the last one? Type in a 1. Right? Maria, it was very helpful, right? And Caroline, you were on there too, right? Terry, you were on there. Craig, yeah, it's a lot of fun. You can ask the people that were on there. It will get you more results in just 45 minutes in the last 6 months. How does it help you? Get you into action. We prospect together. I create content with you. It's not like a master class like this where we sit and just listen. We actually work. I created content. So this was like a content calendar, blank October, and I fill up with posts for you. And you're going to get excited as you get new prospects commenting on the 15 posts that I create for you. Okay. Some people have testimonials. Jasmine had helped her out. I'll tell you how to reply back to prospects. So I think for this one, we're actually going to do more prospecting. I'm not going to play these testimonials. You may have seen them already. A lot of people have been raving about them, but it's been a ton of fun. November 15th, 2024 at 7 p.m. Eastern. Quiz is for those who struggle today, take action and be consistent. Okay, you can just look at it. If you've never been there, just look at the comments of the people who have been on there. They'll tell you how good it is. Those who don't know, if you're not to create good content, this will help you out. If you don't have time to create content, this will help you. Or you're not sure how to reply back to prospects, we actually do prospecting there. Or maybe you have a team and you need your team to take more action. Okay, you're just going to take more action when you prospect to others. This is Emma Romano. She got more 3-way calls than anyone. I'm not going to play these videos. You can see on the website. I think you look at the people like Terry Harper or the people who are on there. They'll tell you how good it is. Most events cost $100 to $500. Value $300 is only $25. Okay, so head over to mlmnation.com/BYOB. There's an action taker bonus as well. If you take action before tomorrow, you get this online duplication series. It's a $97 value. You get to take it before tomorrow. You just email me the receipt and you get that. So you get the workshop value of $300, online duplication orientation, $97 value, total value of $397. You get it for $25. And some of you who have been there before, you get to build a content library, right? It's huge value of all this library of posts. And also, if you don't get at least one interested prospect or business before the workshop ends, you get your money back. Okay? And here's something, we're talking about staying connected, right? When you do something alone, you procrastinate, you let your fear stop you, you get discouraged easily, you don't show up. It applies to other things as well, right? If you're doing things alone, you don't exercise this consistently, you don't stick to your diets, you don't build your business, you get better results when we work together, right? That's why we do this together. That's why I do this, I have fun. So if all this did was help you build a content library, would it be worth $25 or $397? Definitely $397, right? If you help you get one new customer or rep, that could be your next new leader, it would be worth $397. but it's not $397. It's only 25 bucks. I'm doing it to serve you. I want the new testimonials to be part. That's why I'm doing this. So anyway, that's all I have. I'm going to open to some Q&A and definitely has accountability as well. So if you highly encourage you for those who are, if you're consistency champions, again, you get a free access to that. Okay, I'll send you the link. But for those who are not consistency champions, you can go register at mlmnation.com/BYOB. All right, we have Q&A time. Any questions or anything you want me to cover? Or type in your aha moment. Yes, Marie, if you're a consistency champion, you get everything. You get the calendar and the recording and the slides. Okay, if some of you wondering what are you talking about? Consistency champions. This is a special group coaching I have. Some of the members are on here. You can ask me about it. Okay. Sponsoring ad on Facebook. No, I wouldn't. Save your money for that. Okay, if you want to recruit, it's very difficult to do, and you will get more results and quicker because you need a good landing page. And it's very hard to get approved by Facebook because you're promoting network marketing opportunities. Your account may be locked, it could be banned, so it's very difficult. It's way easier to work on your profile and climb and meet people. If you look at the leaders I've interviewed on ML Nation, almost, I would say 98% of them are not running ads. All right, Betsy, you have a mentor. Yeah, you have a question. Feel free to type it in. Questions? Yes, Terry, go back to your stories and you can see who watches stories and you can connect with them. About the content would be the same topic each day. You could, that depends on what you want to do, right? If you want to promote a certain product, then I would generally I would like to promote one topic because for a couple of reasons. That's a really good question, right? Should I talk about different topics? For example, product, making money, New Year goals and different things, or talk about the same thing? So let me ask you this. Would talking about different things, so say A, talk about different topics every day, or B, sticking to the same topic each time? Which one will lead you to have people believe you as an expert quicker? Talk about everything, or B, focusing on one thing? Okay. Hey, congrats to Joe for signing up for BYB. Oh, Joe's been to every single BYB since we started 4 years ago. Yeah, so Betsy, the same topic, right? Same topic. And also, when you talk about the same topic, guess who's going to be really, really good at talking about that topic? You will, right? It's like I was able to write the book on the consistency because I've been talking about consistency for the last 5 years, basically talking about the same stuff. Oh yeah, Caroline, this is being recorded. It'll be uploaded and be sent out by tomorrow morning. Yes, thank you for sharing that aha moment, Terry. Right, and remember, being consistent will make people think you're more successful, and then you basically have to screw up to prove that you're not successful. While being inconsistent, you have to work hard to prove people that you're successful. Right? They have to trust you. And talk about your commitment. Exactly. So that's an example of I just thought of a good post for that. But talking about the same thing over and over again, Betsy, I just talk about consistency. I just came up with something that's good. And I'm not talking about 5 or 7 different things, right? Look, I'm talking about holiday strategies, but it all comes from being consistent. And the same concepts of working the DMO, being consistent. Yeah, you need to post on your profile, Caroline, because most people in the world are going to see your profile, not in the group, right? Your profile is what's going to attract people, and then you can bring them to your group. Your profile is also where you can meet and connect with people. So think about this. You say you have a certain interest. You go to a Facebook group to meet people. The first thing they do is you click on your profile, right? Here's a strategy I learned in Spain. I knew this, but I kind of forgot about it. I haven't been using it in Spain. So just like you all, I invested myself 2 weeks ago. Spent a couple grand, went to Mallorca, Spain for Rob Sperry's Leaders to Leaders Mastermind. One of the aha moments was asking engagement questions in groups, right? So if I was in the Huskies, right? Maria, I'm a Husky dog lover. I go to these Husky dog groups and I would say, is it better to buy from a breeder or not breeder, right? A very controversial one. And you're going to have a lot of comments, engagement. Generally, if you're in that group, people are like, what is this woman, Maria Garcia? Who is she? They'll click on your profile. And then when they go to your profile, are they going to be impressed or not impressed? Right? So that's a way. If you're consistently showing up, right? That's something you can do. Like Anlo, you can do that. You're consistent with your content. You and Christine, you could, oh, Betsy, you are consistent with your content. You can go to these groups and ask an engaging question that gets a lot of comments, right? And generally, when they ask, who's this person? And you reply back, all of a sudden your stuff appears on there. And especially if they add you as a friend, your stuff will appear on their profile because you ask something that's engaging. It does well. All right, good work, Craig. Yes, don't do a business page because unless you're paying, the social media platforms are not going to show that page. Okay, if you just look at the reach, the personal is way better. Terry, thank you for your kind comments. You're always an awesome leader and student, Terry. And definitely follow Terry Harper, all these consistently champions, Alan, Christine, Marie, Caroline, Betsy. That's a very good social media. Terry Harper's been with me for over a year. Christina, good to see you back at BYB. See, question from Anglo. What are your DMO tips for new distributor on posting social media who are not used to posting and won't be overwhelmed? So Anglo, we talked about the first post to create. It's like a kind of curiosity post, right? You write the post to them and you post it for them, right? And if they feel like overwhelmed and this and that, you got to work on that mindset, right? If they really want to make money, just say they're overwhelmed and fear is on a scale 1 to 10 is an 8. Oh, I can't do this. I'm going to be embarrassed. People are going to make fun of me. I can't take it as an 8. I can't take this. It's going to nervous and freak me out. Then you ask them, how much value do you want to make money? Well, I want to make it bad. Well, if they, on the scale 1 to 10, I really, really want it. I really want to make my money back by 2 weeks. On a scale 1 to 10, what is it? It's a 10. I really want it. Well, if it's a 10, then they'll do it. If they let the fear stop them, that means they don't want it enough. Right? And we talked about it in our coaching call. Like, you got to create a fear that's greater than that fear. You can say, well, you're going to lose your money then and not make any money if you don't do this. If the fear of losing their pay-in money, the money to join, is greater than the fear of being overwhelmed, then they'll do it. If they say, well, I just lose a couple $100, who cares? I'd rather be comfortable and not worry about what friends will think, then they're not going to post it. Right? Because isn't that true for all of us? You all did something uncomfortable, but your desire for success was greater than your fears. That's why you did it. Like Craig, maybe you were uncomfortable doing your first reel, but your desire for success or the consequence of not doing it, the pain of not doing it was greater than doing it. So that's why you did it. Yes, you can watch the replay on the BWAB. I'll send it to you, Caroline. What do you mean by referral posts, Craig? I don't know what. Gloria, what's the benefit of having a digital creator Facebook page? I won't even worry about a Facebook page because you have to advertise for it. Right now, I just keep it simple. Remember, simple creates success. Just post every day on your profile, give value, meet new people on social media, and give value. Don't even worry about the digital page and all that stuff. Okay, because that's what most people get stuck. They do all these fancy stuff and they're not consistent. Um, I see what you're saying. I wouldn't I wouldn't do that, right? Because unless they're a member. In general, as like a business philosophy, I don't like asking people for favors. Okay, I like to do favors. It's like a bank account because if someone does a favor, then I owe them something. I want people to owe me. I teach my boys this. You want to do favors for people so they feel indebted to you. So that one day, maybe years down the road, because you've done 20 favors for them and you really need their help in a desperate situation, they'll stop everything to help you. But I don't want to be in a situation where one day in the middle of the night, they ask me to do something uncomfortable to promote something I don't feel comfortable promoting, but I feel bad not promoting because they've done this stuff for me. What do you mean fee? Joining the network marketing, okay. I think we're all in network marketing here, right? Hi, Janet. And thank you for your kind words about my book, Janet. What's the best thing to do when no one or maybe a couple of people put on emoji on your post? You mean on a comment? I wouldn't worry about that. Okay. I wouldn't worry about that because of yeah. Don't even worry about the algorithm. If you provide enough value, the people will come. I was just listening to the online marketing courses. Like people worry about gaming the algorithm, this and that. If you're giving good value, people will come. If you give good stuff, people will come, right? Even if it's only five. By the way, more people viral doesn't mean it's better. Right? You can do a post of 1 million views, but those are just general views, but they don't make any money on it. Versus someone does a video that's only have 100 views, but those are all 100 very eager customers. They'll make a lot of money. Like they did stuff. I read stuff like this is one person that did a video like a couple of years ago that 10 million views from one day. Never made any money on it because it was broad and just laughing. People just enjoyed it. But it doesn't mean they'll buy it from that person. So, Marie, if someone's in another network marketing company, I don't never try to recruit someone from another network marketing company. I think, hey, that's awesome. You're another network marketing company. That's awesome. Stay with it. Don't quit. Let me see how I can help you. All right. Okay, everyone. I think that's the last question. Our time is up. I got to get going. I will convert this, upload it. It will be emailed out to you, and the workshop as well. Don't forget to register, mlmnation.com. // BYOB. I'll copy and paste it in the comments. If you get the ticket before tonight, you will get the online duplication fast start training. All right. Appreciate you all here. Thank you for listening to the podcast. Thank you for following. I really appreciate that. Glad this has been helpful. If this was helpful, please let others know about it. Share. Hey, our profession needs a lot of stuff. I was just looking at the podcast the other day. You search MLM, a lot of negative stuff, right? People will prey on network marketing companies. Oh, they're not, or trying to steal people. Let's leave more reviews, get that stuff buried, and lift up our profession instead. So anyway, thank you all. Appreciate, love the engagement, love the questions. You've been awesome. Take action on something and go out there and have a positive impact on someone's life. God bless. Have an amazing week. Take care.